Here's one of my many clumps of the Fargesia rufa, which is a smaller clumping bamboo, very cold hardy. I used to grow this in zone 6 without issue. It's just a nice plant. It's pretty easy to maintain. You want to keep these out of the hottest sun, part sun to part shade would probably be best. And the more shade they're in, the greener they're going to be. I have some that get a little too much sun and they tend to be yellow. Pretty easy plant. It grows to about 6 to 8 feet high, but because it's a kind of like a small bamboo, it never really develops like large canes or anything like that. But this is the time of year that they're really starting to grow. And underneath here is probably the best shot of what they look like. These are all new shoots. They're about 3 feet. You can tell the new ones from the old ones. The solid green ones are from previous years, and these are the new leaf sheaths. So once they kind of grow up, each of these sheaths will fall off, and you kind of have a growth point like right here where a bunch of leaves come off. That's weird. There's a root in there. Pretty easy to maintain. If you don't want, like that one right there is kind of getting a little bit far, I can just cut that and that'll stop it. It won't regenerate from that. You can also cut them anywhere along the stem you want. Like if you cut it here, what it will do is it'll actually snap into the entire clump, and it will cause it to have a more tidy appearance. Last year was the first year I started really kind of trimming my bamboo, because you can kind of see they start to kind of go all over the place. So if I cut these back, right, they'll just bounce right back up, and just cut them about halfway up. So very easy to take care of. They do like moisture, they do like good soil, so you want to make sure they're getting that. You can fertilize them with just like a grass fertilizer, and pretty easy. And like I said, these ones are quite cold hardy. So like this one here, I'll be cutting this big one here back off just to try and tidy it up, because it's starting to grow over some of the other plants. But pretty easy. You can divide the clumps to get more over time. So these were all like little 1-gallon pots I put in about 5 years ago, and this one has some that are getting up to about maximum height, about 7 feet. The clump is a few feet wide. I'll show you another one that gets more sun. Does not quite look as good. It gets the afternoon sun and it kind of burns it a little. You can see that was from last year. So this one, not quite as good. Look at this. You can even see like it took damage, not from the cold, but from that really hot weather we had last year in early June. There's another one back in here. These were 2 1-gallons, and the one back in here has a much nicer green color. Just kind of mosey in here. So I just kind of go in and trim as needed, but they do spread. So 5 years, they're a good 4 or 5 feet wide. Anyway, if you're interested in a relatively easy to maintain small bamboo, Fargesia rufa may be the one for you.